What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're going back to Thank You Scientists. Yes, indeed, Thank You Scientists fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Eduardo Ramirez, and Eduardo wanted to see me react to this song by Thank You Scientist called Anchor. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Thank You Scientist. Okay, and the video has 60,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Thank You Scientist. Anchor, live at Backroom Studios. We got a live performance here. That's good. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Lock in with the violin.
Faster we are sinking, still we take our time. It's a backwards way of thinking. No reason, no rhyme.
Nice.
Silent screams don't whisper a single word. Fast asleep, this ignorance is more than you deserve. Even though we say we don't even try, so punishment doesn't fit. Crime,
Nice triplets.
torture without change. More of the same. Stop closing open
I'm not locking in to the time signature. It's either 4/4 or it's 6/8, and I'm not sure which. I'm hearing in the strings, in the guitars, in the bass, I'm definitely getting a 6/8 feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But also within the bass, I'm getting a triplet feel based in 4/4. Doodly diddly doodly diddly doodly diddly doodly diddly. So there's that. The drums are the drummer's playing a pattern that could be, honestly, it could go either way. It could be 6/8 or it could be 4/4. The vocalist is not helping. His phrasing, bum 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 bum. That's 4/4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. But then he also goes do 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 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. And it doodle do do doodle do do do. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know who to follow. I really don't. It could be one of these kind of songs that's just really kind of open to interpretation. It's the only way you're gonna know is to look at the sheet music and look at the arrangement. Does it say 6/8 or does it say 4/4? I don't know. I haven't seen any sheet music, so I could not tell you. I see string players back there with music stands. I'm sure they have sheet music. I am praying at some point we get a camera to go behind the strings and get a shot maybe over the shoulder and we can see the sheet music and that will answer all the questions. I'm really hoping that happens. Because as it stands right now, I have no idea. It's not bad. It's not. I've always enjoyed songs that put the 3 against the 4 and have the 6/8 against the 4. I've always loved songs like that. But within those songs, you could feel a definite gravitation toward one or the other. It's either definitely in 4/4 with 6/8 feel in there, or it's definitely 6/8 with some straight ahead 4/4 feel in there. It's always one of the two. This, it's a 50-50 shot right now. I don't know who to follow. I don't know who to go with. So let's get back into this and let's hope that it'll get defined at some point. Vocally, it's 3 4. Ba ba ba. Okay. Okay, drummer's playing 6/8 without question. Now it's 5/8. Wait. Just as the drummer established 6/8, we got comfortable. Now they're going to switch to 5/8? Are you kidding me? 1 2 3 4 5. Back to 6. I get you. keep throwing those curveballs in there, man. It comes down to subdivision. Ba 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 ba. That's so 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they immediately go right back into the 6/8 again. Dun 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 da do do da do da do do. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's creative and it's very tastefully done. It's just, and the reason it works is they're not actually changing time signature. They're throwing, okay, technically by letter of the law they are, but it's only for like a measure or two. It's more of an accidental. So, one measure or maybe two measures at most where we're going to go 4/4. Or maybe they don't even change time signature. Maybe they just subdivide in a way that makes it sound like 4/4, I suspect they do switch to 4/4 though, as an accidental, just for a measure or two, and then they're right back to 6/8 again. But they do it in a way and in a fashion that's still fitting, and if you really wanted to, you could continue to count that 6/8 and it'll still fit. Just not rhythmically, but by definition of time, counting measures, it's still gonna fit. So creative, yes, absolutely. I still don't know how I feel about these guys. I really don't. I still have mixed feelings about them. I do. I mean, they're super creative, yes. They create groove-centric songs, yes. And the musicianship from everybody involved is top-notch. Solid playing from everybody. I don't know, man. The closest band I can equate this band out to, this band shows a lot of parallels with Radiohead. They really do. They write some songs that have a nice groove. They feel good for the most part. Some great musicianship, but they're just all over the place sometimes. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird, man. It's really weird. Let's keep going here. The effects on the violin were really well done. Good selection.
Just stand there lifeless. It's all just a game. Caught in the way. Riding all the way down. Just stand there lifeless. It's all a game.
Population again.
Just a game. It's all a game. It's all a game. Faster we are sinking, still we take our time. So backwards we are thinking, no reason. I've been thinking I'm insane. Forget the way you were. Sorry, I can't take it anymore. I swear this time I'm getting back to good.
I'm going a minute left again. Just let it run.
Same old story, same old ball and chain. Whoa, same old ball and
No resolve. Good. I was gonna say I felt the way that they were winding it up, and I felt that little bit of decelerando, and I'm like, oh, please tell me they're gonna end without resolving. End on 4, and that's it. Don't come in with a downbeat of 1, and they didn't. Okay, cool. 948. Yeah, it feels accurate. It feels accurate. I'll explain what that means. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Thank You Scientist with Anchor. This was a request from Eduardo Ramirez. Okay. I have a score, and the score makes sense. I'll have to explain a few things, but the score does make sense from an objective standpoint. So let's start off with that score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.3, what does that mean? Well, an 8.3 would translate to a great skill rating. So overall, I think this was a great song, okay? It would get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.3, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I'm going to start in a weird place. I'm going to start with the length of the song. Now, I have said this many times on the channel. Long songs, not always the biggest fan of them, because a lot of times long songs, they feel longer. Like, we'll take this song, okay? A 9 minute and I think it was 9:48. And I'm not saying this particular song, but there have been songs in the past I've had on the channel that have been 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and they feel longer. Like, I'll have an 8-minute long song and it feels like 10 or 11. Or I'll have a 12-minute long song and it feels like 15 or 16. The song just drags on, and I just can't wait for it to be over. On the flip side, I've also had songs that are 8 minutes long that feel like six and a half, you know, or I've had, you know, a 9-minute long song that felt like 7. You know, I've had songs go both ways, and when the song flies by, that is a great indicator that I am enjoying myself and I'm having a good time with it, and it feels good. And next thing I know, I'm looking at the clock going, holy cow, the song's over? No way! And like I said, though, on the other side, I'm like looking at the clock going, oh my God, I can't believe we still have this much more time to go. Oh, we still have 6 more minutes to go. I thought we were at the halfway mark at least, you know, and it drags. This song is what I like to call the golfer's dream, okay? It's hitting for par, minimum. It said 9:48. It felt like 9:48. Okay, it didn't drag, but at the time it didn't fly by either. It is exactly as advertised. Anything wrong with that? No, there's not. Just don't expect me to sit here and pretend like, oh, the time flew by, and next thing I knew, the song was over. No, no, it was 9:48, all right. But by the same token, I also wasn't sitting here going, oh, dear Lord, when's this going to be over? You know, that never happened. That never happened. So did that help the score? Did it hurt the score? Neither. It didn't help or hurt. It's neutral ground. The songwriting. Probably the second strongest part of this song was the songwriting. But here's the funny thing. In some regards, it was also a little bit of a hindrance. It was very creative, okay? Very creative. I love the 3 against the 4. I love the 6-8 against the 4-4. I've always loved that. However, having said that, though, I will say, after about halfway through the song very clearly defined we're in 6-8 dominantly, okay? Now, they did change. They actually changed time signature, and they made it clear when they did. There was no guesswork. When they would switch to 4-4, it was very clearly 4-4. Here it is. Here's the beginning of the 4-4 time signature change. And then when they would go back to 6-8, they made it very clear that they were going back to 6-8 again. There's no question marks, okay? But the first, I would say, about 3 minutes of the song, there was a lot of question marks. Like, I wasn't sure where we were. I wasn't sure if I should be following the 4-4, or I wasn't sure if I should be following the 6-8. And as such, I had a hard time locking into what we were actually in. Now, like I said, at about the 4-minute mark, approximately, we locked into 6-8. Very clearly defined. We are in 6. Drums played a very clear 6-8 drum pattern. Bass player locked right in with him, and we were in 6-8, no questions asked. And like I said, later on, we switched to 4-4. The drummer made it very clear we were in 4-4. And then when we switched back to 6-8, the drummer again made it very clear 6-8. But before that, we were kind of in limbo. The vocalist was not helping with his vocal style, sometimes singing with, you know, his accents were following a 6-8 pattern and sometimes following a 4-4 pattern. Same thing happening within the bass, same thing happening within the horns, same thing happening within the guitar. It was interesting. Same thing happening within the strings. So, like I said, the first 3 minutes, wasn't sure where we were. Kind of confusing and a little off-putting, if I'm being honest. The biggest thing going for this band is the musicianship. And I've said this about these guys. I've done, this is my 3rd reaction to them now. And I'm starting to feel like a broken record. their musicianship is top notch. I mean, these guys are clearly well versed and well informed about their instruments. They know their instruments inside and out, and they know exactly how to play their instruments to get the most out of it. Okay, I do not question their musicianship. They are fantastic musicians. The only thing I question, like I said, going back to the songwriting, is some of the decision making. And I mean, and like I said, the first 3 minutes was off-putting, if I'm being honest. I wasn't really feeling those first 3 minutes. Once we locked in, I was fine. I was absolutely fine. You could still feel the 3 against the 4, but you were very clearly locked in with the 6/8 feel from the drummer. So I liked that part. Seriously, from about the 3:45 4-minute mark onward, I was cool. I was absolutely cool. Even when they would flip, to, like throwing those 2 measures of 4/4 in there and then going right back into the 6/8 again. I was okay with that because it's like an accidental. It's like, adding, for some reason, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but, adding that one A sharp or that one B flat when we're playing in the key of C, we're just going to add that one flat 7 in there, okay. I mean, I guess it was needed. It was necessary. And the same thing here. I guess it was needed. I guess it was necessary for the sake of the songwriting. Then the thing is, it didn't become a habitual thing. They did it that one time, and then that was it. And then later on, when they were like in the 4/4 section, they did the exact opposite. They threw a couple measures of 6/8 in there. Okay, fine. But it wasn't like it was happening every 7 measures, where they would throw something in. No, it never became habit. So you were still able to sit back in the pocket and groove, which is important for a song like this, since it is a groove-centric song. I compare these guys a lot to Radiohead, but I'm going to be straight, and Radiohead fans, I'm sorry if I offend you. I really do. If I have my choice of listening to Radiohead or listening to these guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to take Thank You Scientist every single time. They have a fuller sound. They're more fun with their arrangements. They have a vibe about them. They have a certain energy about them. And I'm sure Radiohead fans are going to say the exact same thing about Radiohead. I just personally gravitate more towards these guys, but there are definitely parallels between the two. I see from a stylistic standpoint, they're very similar in their songwriting approach. But overall, I definitely enjoy these guys more. It was a fun listen. I will absolutely give it that. It was interesting to listen to where they were taking the song, the different directions they were taking the song. Listening to the musicianship was a lot of fun too. I mean, listen to especially the bassist, the bass player. Man, he knocked my socks off. He really did. He was doing some great subdivision work, some great runs, especially when he was doing those triplet runs. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle. I'm like, wow, man. Okay, I want to be like him when I grow up. I'm sure. Give me time. Give me a month, maybe more to practice that one riff. I might be able to get it down. I might be able to. It doesn't sound terribly hard, but it does sound. It definitely got my attention without question. I was like, oh, that was neat. I need to learn how to do that. Although that was fun. It was good times all around. And like I said, the time was not a factor. Okay, it nullified itself. It didn't drag. It didn't fly by either. So it's not a factor at all. So this is how I'm coming up with the 8.3. Like I said, the songwriting, sometimes it was kind of its own undoing, especially in those first 3 minutes. But after that, we were coasting. We were just fine. So still think the musicianship is top notch. And 8.3, I feel good with that score. And that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.3, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.